Vanderbilt, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Houston Cougars offense will take the first swing of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Back to throw, it's Wegman. He's got his man across the middle. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. There's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
The short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the right. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. He'll do it himself. Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Pressure coming. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This time they'll go to the running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunter. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Dropping back, it's Fafita. It's on target and complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Burnett. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Fafita. Quickly to the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on third and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Wildcats!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds a spot in the middle.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Connors. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Under fire. Safe completion on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Arizona comes out with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Finds his tight end. They'll immediately call timeout. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
The Cougars will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Line getting set on second down. Now the play fake. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Back to throw. It's Fafita. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They boot it away on fourth down. Wants to return it. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
On 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Sanford. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, the defense, they gave out the invitation. 3rd and long. Go ahead. We're going to play a big zone coverage here. Try and throw it in the end zone. See if you can fit one in a small area. We're going to pick it off. Quarterback did the right thing. Held his composure, threw it away, now setting up 4th.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Pulled and fired complete. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Quickly complete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. The give to the lone running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Finds his man. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the 1st down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Got the 1st down and more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the 4th quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
Right back to the well. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Quick completion to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Lets it fly. Right on the money. Touchdown, Cougars. A great catch and run for 6. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws them to within a field goal. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Handoff from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunter. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They want that clock to run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Got to find a completion on this one. Got a man. It's Sanford. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man to the left. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats.